Now is the time to be prepared.
Breaking news this morning, Hurricane Melissa, now a Category 5 storm. The latest advisory coming in from the National Hurricane Center with maximum sustained winds at 160 miles per hour. The pressure has dropped to 917 millibars. It is expected to intensify as we go through this Monday.
You don't find yourself into a pickle now. Make sure you're well prepared. Make sure you have plan A. Make sure you have plan B. And it's not bad to have a plan C. Hurricane Melissa is coming to Jamaica, and here in the diaspora, we are so concerned about our friends, our families, and our fellow Jamaicans. Not only our fellow Jamaicans, but we're worried about those also, like in Haiti, other countries that are currently being affected by the hurricane right now. So Hurricane Melissa is coming, and I pray that we're taking it very, very seriously. I want you to know that we here in the diaspora, we are praying for you. Today at church, my pastor put down one piece of prayer for Jamaica, okay? And he's not Jamaican, by the way, but we do have a Jamaican community in our church. So it is, it is good that he considered us and prayed for us and prayed for our nation of Jamaica. So I just want you to know that prayer is going up here in the United States and all the churches in the United States and around the world right now. Okay, so as Jamaicans, there are certain things that we tend to do in a hurricane, and it's more like a habit. So here are some don'ts, okay? When it comes to hurricanes, here are some don'ts, okay, that we must follow. First of all, follow your official evacuation order. Please follow your official evacuation order. I was reading an article where they say that Jamaica has all these buses around Jamaica right now for those to actually, take advantage of going to the shelter. But only one person, they said there's this particular area in Jamaica, only one person was on that bus. Why? Is it because we are afraid of losing our valuables, why we do not want to seek shelter? Because some of us, our homes are in, not the most safest place. Maybe our house is not sturdy enough. It could be, where the house is located in a flooded zone. Maybe the roof is not secure enough. Why take the chance and hang around in that house? Why risk it? Because they say that this is a deadly hurricane that is coming. It is supposed to be worse than Gilbert. As a matter of fact, Gilbert, I experienced that in the 80s. And, we didn't take it serious at first until the waters started to come in to the house. And what we tried to do was to sweep that water out, but the broom is never going to be enough. It's not going to be sufficient to sweep out the water, because when the water is coming in, the water has a mind of its own. It's like a force, and that thing is just gonna come in with a force into your house. So it's not good, okay? Don't risk it. But thank God was with us. So he helped us to control that situation, and we didn't have to worry about our house flooding out. But that was pretty scary, okay? So if you know that you're in a flood zone, or your house isn't sturdy enough, or the zinc, the roofing is not strong enough to sustain 110 miles per hour wind, get out of that house and go to a shelter. Don't worry about valuables, because valuables cannot replace your life, okay? You have to be alive in order to be able to replace valuables, okay? If they come in and thief it, let's let it be. God will replace it. But your life is more important. So follow your official's evacuation order. Okay, so here's the thing now. As Jamaicans, we tend to want to go outside and assess what is going on even while the hurricane is going on. Why put your life at risk, especially when there are flying debris flying around? We have some young men in Jamaica. They want to go out there and test the wind to see how strong it is. They want to see what is going up at Mr. Jones' yard. They want to go down there to check on their stuff outside to see if them fall could blow away. Things like that, you know. Don't go outside. Stay indoors and stay away from windows, because there are always flying debris that can knock you out at any minute. Stay away from windows, because, you know, I know we're so tempted because we want to go to the window to see what is going on outside. But in that moment, when you look through the windows, a flying debris could just happen to, you know, like come right through your window. And those kind of things happened all the time. So stay away, man, from windows. Don't be tempted. Just make sure that you and your family are safe, and make sure that you're choosing a good location inside your house. Okay, find a secluded, safe space, an interior space that, you know, if the roof collapses, you're good. If the water come in, you're good. You know, just start planning ahead from now if you choose not to evacuate, you know. And sometimes we think that our house is good enough, especially if it's a newly constructed house. You're not thinking that that house is going to be blown away, but just keep in mind that Mother Nature is very powerful. So always have a plan in mind as far as where you will go, just in case XYZ happen. All right, do not drive through flood waters, and do not walk through flood waters, okay? Because there could be danger below that water that you cannot see, okay? You don't know if there's like down wires beneath that flood water, and God knows what else is there. So I would say do not walk through that. And not only that, you don't want to be swept away. You may think that it's an easy walk across to the other side, but water, especially still water, can be very deceiving, guys. Do not take that chance. Remember, your number one priority in all of this is to be safe, okay? Do not use generators indoors. Oh my God, we've heard those horrific stories over and over again, especially here in the United States. People never learn their lessons when it comes to using generators. There's always some people that uses a generator indoors, but we know that generators releases carbon monoxide, which is a deadly poison, and it's odorless. So that is what makes it even more dangerous, because it's odorless and you cannot smell it. So for those of us in Jamaica, if you have a generator, do not put that generator inside of your house for electricity. And I know you are tempted to do so because you may not want someone to steal it, but don't worry about that. It would be better for you not to use it than to use it indoors and kill off the whole of your family. Let me tell you, I have heard the horrific story of that happening in Jamaica. Oh, so please do not use generators indoors, okay? Do not pick up down power lines. And I know this one is, we all know not to do that. But don't we have a few little children here and there that are daring, especially the little boys. Little boys in Jamaica sometimes can be daring. They want to pick up that power line. They're like, I bet me can pick this up and it'll shock me. Listen, remind our children not to touch down power lines because of the risk of being, electrocuted. We don't want our babies being electrocuted, okay? So I'm telling you, Jamaica, to please take this seriously. There's a lot of jokes going on out there, and I know we are a free-spirited people, man, and we love to make joke on everything, but all this joke that we're making, I pray it is just a joke, but we're taking it seriously at the end of the day. We are all praying that the storm will shift at the last minute or so, even if it is on the tail of Jamaica, even if it may touch landfall right on the beach, you know. We believe that even with prayer, this thing can turn around and go to the ocean, you know, and that kind of stuff. Because Jamaica, we are a praying nation. We know how to pray, right? We already know who God is and what He is capable of. So Jamaica, let us pray. And while you are praying, we are also praying in the diaspora as well. I can tell you right now, it's not just us here in the US that is praying, and it's not just non-Jamaicans that are praying. There are people around the world that is praying for beautiful Jamaica, because Jamaica, do you know that you're loved around the world? You are loved around the world. I'm telling you. Even 2 days ago, I was out in the store and somebody heard my accent and he identified me as Jamaican right away. So they just love us. And he started to go on and on about how much he loves Jamaica, how he loves our accent, how much he loves our music and things like that. Jamaica is love. So people are really praying. And not only are we praying just for Jamaica, but we're praying also for all the other Caribbean islands, Haiti and all the other islands out there that is being affected by this storm. Oh my God, I wish the best for my people. Okay, I don't want nobody to lose their lives in this situation. I don't want nobody to lose their homes in this situation, especially, you know, having to replace what is lost. We don't want none of that. Okay, so Jamaica, yes, I will be following all of this storm. I will be watching it like a hawk just to see what is going on. And I just pray this thing gets shifted and deviated and go out to sea. That's all I want. I don't want this to go to Jamaica, you know, but sometimes what we want doesn't always go as planned. Like, you know, we don't always get what we want, but just in case, please make sure that you are prepared for what is to come and don't take it lightly. Okay, you don't want to find yourself in a pickle. All right, you don't find yourself into a pickle now. Make sure you're well prepared. Make sure you have plan A, make sure you have plan B, and it's not bad to have a plan C. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.